Righty. The names! What are we doing? Why are we doing this?
I don't know. Why not?
I don't know. Why are we doing this? Tell me. You tell me. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
Because it's fun.
Why not?
I don't know. Why, yes.
Because why not?
Interesting point. Fair point. I'll keep that in mind. All right, we got the names. We got one and only wing woman.
One and only
One and only wing woman.
Alright, that's fantastic.
We have yay fruits. Just
Yay.
hilarious.
Fruit.
The gay fantasy and we vibin'. Man, we were certainly vibing last session, and on more ways than one.
Very much so.
I literally can't believe all the shenanigans came out at session 69.
We had to make it special.
Of course,
the best time for them to come out.
I will say it was plenty special. Last session last week. So, couple orders of business before we get started, and someone handles the recap for tonight. Depending on how far we get tonight, we may or may not have a session next Saturday. Two reasons for that. I've already explained it, but if you weren't in the VC, the next big thing is incredibly important for the session. We're kind of going to kick off the next arc and a lot of that stuff, so I want everybody to be there for it. So if we get far enough and we get to that point, there will not be a session next week. The other reason is because Pikmin's not here next Saturday.
Yep.
It's May 3rd. And you have a show to do.
Yes.
Instead of putting on a show in the D&D virtual tabletop table.
It's the last show I can ever do.
That is true. So, depending on where we get, we may or not have a session next week. If we do have a session, we'll just obviously run it without Pikmin.
Yeah.
But if we get to the point where I'd like to get to tonight, we won't have a session next week, and we will pick up on May 10th.
10?
Yeah. I literally had to pull out my calendar because I wasn't even sure. Regardless, last session had some very, very fun stuff. Who wants to do that recap?
I got recap.
Sure.
It's a short one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last time on the Kingdom of Dragons through the ditches, burning through the witches, and slamming Hismar in the back of our Dragula Clear Mist, we picked up in Klonsky, where Sickle reunited with their family, and he spoke with his papa about a lot in general. A lot being the death of Hismar, watching people handle the general cleanup, and tending to the wounded. Papa reveals that he has to head to Vestat to speak with the Empress about how things have been progressing, what other things will be done, and what other things will be happening. Knowing the Empress, though, they would need to be gathering some folks involved in the defenses of the southern towns and cities for something bigger. And once the Avengers have been assembled, Papa will call upon Sickle and the Starfarers. Uncertain of Sickle being alright, Papa expresses his concerns, and Sickle reveals that they are still struggling with the reality that Sickle had been killed by Ron Jarrus.
Ron Jarrus.
Wank Jarrus.
Wank Jarrus.
Grateful that Sickle is indeed alive and well, and that he would be ready to listen when Sickle was ready to provide full details of what had happened to them. Waverly kills some time while in Klonsky with Sickle, and while they are finishing up cooking breakfast. They share a conversation, considering they both now share having died in common, and Sickle relays the information from Zyfel to Waverly. Waverly mentions doing all the things, checking in with the Misfits, Dixon, and the O.R.C. Cyrax awakens, and the Starfarers all enjoy a balanced breakfast that's great thanks to Sickle's fantastic culinary skills and serving absolute spring haute couture in their fly outfit. Pockets in their skirt for the win. Take note, designers. Amidst Mizore and Russell's adventures in wingmanning a little for Sickle, Krimpet learns about the meaning of what it means to like someone while getting in on the secret plan of Operation Sickle's Confession. She and Buutskuut vow to keep the secret, and the party splits up to handle their own affairs. Waverly goes to visit and work on the arcane mechanics of her new gauntlet with Becky, while Stark appears to be out. Russell and Mizore help tend to the injured and town cleanup, while Buutskuut and Krimpet go with Sickle to Blake's shop. Sickle presses a little more about Krimpet talking so much about Eclair, besides the fact Krimpet thinks she's just neat. She and Buutskuut receive their brand new Starfarer necklaces. Krimpet becomes Sickles' wing woman, literally, with Buutskuut as the wing nut bot, before it all leads up to Sickles spending some much needed time catching up with Blake before leading up to the confession we've all been waiting for with a happy ending after the nightmares of Araminthia. Waverly catches up with the Misfits, seeing her boo and the new happenings in the O.R.C, which included Enzo's 10-year plan to destroy Araminthia. The vibes of this place pass the check now that Enzo is dead and whose goonies have been run out of the agency. After taking care of business, Waverly finally visits her parents to see and spend a little time with her mom and dad for the first time in so many years. It's a happy reunion with the Fontaines. But this peace can only last for so long, for what awaits the audience and the Starfarers next will all be revealed in this episode of The Kingdom of Dragons.
Very nice. Go ahead and take an inspo point.
Oh,
Although,
yeah.
to be fair, I mean, we haven't been needing the inspo points, but you're more than welcome to roll them on like silly checks and stuff as we go
Thank
through
you. I will take it.
today with that. So yes,
Yay.
that leaves us off where we were in terms of time. Waverly, you left for Port Pelos actually kind of early. I would imagine it was kind of early in the day. You had to run up to Russell after getting your things handled with Becky before heading home. In terms of the time difference, I mean, you kind of jumped forward in time a little bit just based on geographical location, how time seems to be a little bit different here as it is now approaching kind of more so the mid to late afternoon here. In Port Pelos, while the rest of you are kind of in like that mid-afternoon, pushing into early afternoon, currently back in Klonsky. Obviously, none of you know when Sickles' father, Cormac, is going to summon you guys, as some things need to be handled before that. So you guys have a little bit of time to kill. So if there is anybody would like to do over these next few days, we can take it a day at a time if you want to do something on each individual day, but how would anybody like to proceed with their current day? You guys can go in any order you wish.
I have a silly, stupid thing that I wanted to do just really quick.
Yeah.
Like, at some point throughout the day, Waverly remembers something and, like, goes off to a little quiet corner of the house and pulls out her sending stone to Russell.
Okay. Oh, you...
Oh, he's not here.
Yeah, Solano's not here. He's gonna be late.
Why did I not realize that? Am I stupid?
It's okay, Mizore's right there.
You stupid?
You stupid! You stupid!
You stupid?
Mizore's right there.
That's true. Okay. Well, sorry, Solano, you'll see this in post. Wait, Waverly's gonna message Russell to... Oh, I gotta count.
I'm just gonna type this in the Discord. That way he can see it when he comes back.
Ah, yes. Just... Psst. Russell. I have a message for Mizore.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yup.
I'm listening.
Oh shit.
Continue.
Tell her to, Unique wants her to message her more. Discreet. How many is that? Oh god, was that 20 or 25?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20.
20, okay. Don't let Unique know that she just ran out of words.
Yeah, you did.
Waverly runs out of words, and she's like, oh, shit.
Fuck!
No.
Sending
fuck,
stones used. Too bad. It's gone for the day.
Fucking shit.
It's 25.
Replace the period with a hyphen.
That's fantastic.
Oh, well. She got the gist of it.
She got the gist of it. we'll take care of that.
Okay.
We'll take care of that when Stiletto comes back.
Yes, that's my silly, goofy thing.
Okay. Who else wants to do anything on this first like full day that you guys have for like your freedom, I guess, for a little bit?
Wouldn't have much planned, but maybe checking out on Sickle right after the day is done.
Okay. So we'll do this.
Yes.
We'll do this. Sickle, what would
Hi.
you be doing here? I might change the scene again, so bear in mind. But what would you be?
Okay.
It's gonna take a second to load. Apologies. What would you be doing in this moment? I'm just moving back to the scene that we had. You last time.
Yeah. I think at a certain point, Sickle would, look at Blake and be like, "Oh, by the way, did White and Miss Wista get out okay?
Oh,
Did they even leave?
they did, yeah. They.
Oh, thank God. I got scared.
There was a lot of people they were getting out. I mean, a lot of the soldiers were kind of moving them everywhere. I'm just gonna swap our music here because we're not in Port Pelos. Yeah, soldiers got out as many people as they could, and some defended, but they headed. They kind of headed to the north, I think, toward. What was the place?
Ghent?
No. It was more.
Not in Ghent.
No, more north. Not more northwest. Toward what's the name of the place? Moonshire?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Me pulling out my world map for reference because I need it for today.
Valid.
So they would have technically by passing by Ghent, by heading more toward Moonshire. It's a little further.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm glad they got out.
Well, they didn't go far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once they get the all clear, I think they were just like kind of camping out and just staying safe. So I don't know when they'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a guest. We have a guest.
Is it the
Cat
boy?
cameo!
Oh my.
The lad!
Oh my.
I hear.
Oh my
You
goodness.
want to come up or what? You were in the cat tower now. You just gonna sit there? Your eye looks a little bit better. Come on. I saw you wanting to jump. Come on. There you go. Zephyr cameo. Gotta have one.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen every. I want to make it very clear. It's gonna happen
Yay.
every session.
Pay the
now.
cat tax.
Cat tax. All right. Cat
Cat
tax.
tax.
He's on stream. Cat tax. Cat on cam. His poor little eye. I feel so bad. But he looks better. It's starting to look better. You gotta stop itching it, though. You gotta stop itching it. We don't want to cone you. He's got a little.
Not the code.
What's it called, Hatter? Again? Starts with a C.
The cone of shame.
No, not the cone of shame. It starts with a C. Like the.
Oh,
eye.
conjunctivitis.
Yes, conjunctivitis. Pretty common.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty common thing in cats.
Today's words, viewers, is conjunctivitis. C is for conjunctivitis.
He's not in my lap. He's not gonna leave. Until
What
he
a
decides to leave.
hysterical children's book.
Nice.
So, you need any more help around here?
Well, we got our stuff.
Okay.
I could probably head back to the center of town. Help out where I need to.
Alright. If you're gonna head there, I might head back home then.
Okay. You know where to find me.
And then as Sickle would leave, like they would hop out, like hop off the bench, start to walk away, and then be like, really quick before I go, they're gonna activate their wings,
Oh shit!
fly a bit so that they are like face level with Blake.
Oh, so yeah, because you're super short compared to Blake. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
We have the official comparison now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hysterical. And then is going to give Blake another kiss on the nose this time.
Blake kind of pulls
Went
back.
good.
When did you learn how to do that?
Fire kiss.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, fly, I just learned the other day. Like, after killing Hismar, I got the ability to fly. And I'm still obviously a little inexperienced with kissing, but maybe you can help me practice.
Damn.
Been holding to that one.
Damn, I can tell. Maybe not now.
I know.
Right. They're gonna get up off the bench. They're gonna run inside, and you can immediately hear them like gathering a box.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can hear him like muttering anything?
Sure, go ahead.
Come on, please. No, 12.
12. They're not muttering anything, but you catch the faintest glimpse of their face starting to turn red.
Very, very happy with how that turned out. They're just gonna fly over the shop
Mhm.
and start flying back home.
Okay. Before we move on to... Oh, go ahead, Bellic.
You left Krimpet.
Well, Krimpet and them,
I thought-
they walked off.
Yeah, I was about to say they went back
Oh,
to
they
Sickles.
did.
So
did they not?
they walked off,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
actually where we're gonna go next because I wanna.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're gonna go over to. Hunter.
Heather was not ready. Oh god.
Oh, there's a yippee! I forgot the yippie's still there.
Forgot how they're still kept there.
Sickles
Cinema.
outside.
So
Absolute lamp.
we'll take a small step back in time here, as Krimpet and Buutskuut yippies are kind of walking along. Ashyn is not with Sickle. Ashyn actually went back with you guys.
Mhm.
What do you guys want to do?
Krimpet's gonna bring up the conversation that they had on the boat the other day.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, you need to be honest with me. Do you really think our home is a junkyard?
What is this Buutskuut type?
Wisdom of Buutskuut.
What
What will he
Buutskuut
share?
of the yippie? What is your wisdom?
Buutskuut of wisdom.
Coming out of the pool.
Wait. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was waiting to see Hatter was typing, and then I will voice it. I will voice it. Also, while you're typing that, Hatter, love the status. I disrespect your bridge, goat man.
Yeah.
You want me
That
off
is-
this bridge? You're gonna have to kill me.
That is fantastic.
I disrespect your bridge, goat man.
I disrespect your bridge, goat man.
You can do that in so many voices, and it will never not be funny. Buutskuut of your wisdom is typing quite a lot. Yeah. It has a lot of junk, but I also don't want to say it isn't a glorified junkyard. Doesn't matter if it is or isn't a junkyard. It's home. Toss. That's what matters.
Well, as long as you know that. Wow. And we're such a long way from home. You ever think we'll get back there?
Actually, if someone else could do Buutskuut, that'd be great.
I'm cool with that.
I could try a Buutskuut.
Yeah, who
Unless
wants to-
Chaps wants to take up the Buutskuut.
I could very much.
It's kind
do
of fun that way because we kind of bounce back and forth between
Yeah.
you guys Buutskuut lines sometimes.
Yeah. Chap, you could take Buutskuut because I just had a scene.
Squinty eye. Squinty eye. Looking a little better though, although it's still a little red. I know you hate the eye drops. I know you hate the eye drops. While we wait for the Buutskuut. Oh, there it is.
Your guess is as good as mine. If we do, I hope we don't go falling through a portal out of the sky. You can fly. I, however, cannot. Unless you like to make me a jetpack.
I mean, I thought about it. I'm just worried about the explosive implications that happened the last time I actually did try to make a jetpack.
Twiddles her fingers awkwardly.
Oops, the boom doom bat strikes again.
Or just like the finger pointing to each other.
You can see Ashyn, who's kind of flying behind you guys, is just shaking their head.
That was Mad Marley's fault, and he's always been an asshole.
Yeah, he really always has been an asshole. It's no wonder why Frisk kept getting in all those fights with him all the time. You know, he never knew how to shut his mouth and back down. Because every time Frisk did beat him up, he kept doing it again. I mean, running his mouth. Do you know how many times it might take to hit somebody in the head before they realize that, you know, they need to learn a lesson? To not do that?
I hate to interject, but I suppose that depends on the lesson you're trying to teach.
Huh?
And you can see, like, walking out the door, kind of still leaning against their rapier a little bit, but definitely a little bit better, is Sickles' dad.
Yay!
Hi. Sorry, we were talking a little bit about home.
No, by all means, it's... Didn't mean to eavesdrop or intrude. I, just have some business I'd like to do outside. And you can see, he kind of, while still leaning, reaches their hand kind of around the door frame, and they pull out, like, a watering can. And they're kind of leaning, they have the watering can in one hand, they're leaning against the rapier as they kind of walk out toward, like, the flower bushes in the front yard. You're free to go in if you'd like to get some rest.
Yeah, sure. You sure you shouldn't be resting that leg?
Look, I might be old. I'll admit it. Don't tell Sickle. But I've seen my fair share of worse injuries. This is, not the worst thing I've ever had happen to me.
No, and it's not about being old. It's about just making sure that you're taking care of yourself in general.
If I don't put weight on it, then I'm not going to be able to feel it, so... makes a little bit of sense to at least try to walk on it, although gingerly.
Well, just be careful.
Oh, don't worry. If I break it, I'll just call Sickles' friend Blake. Although they will definitely yell at me.
You are their dad, so... I mean, doesn't the role sometimes get reversed, with parent yelling at their kid, and then the child yelling at their parent?
I think that's more so my stubbornness as a dragon. As a dragonborn.
Can't say. We don't have too many dragonborn that live in the Feywilds.
Fey.
Hmm?
You're Fey?
Oh yeah.
Thought you were some desert folk by the way you're dressed. No offense.
Oh no,
no
this
offense.
is. Oh no, this is how Buutskuut and I always dress. See, I'm an engineer.
Okay. You're like Sickles' other friend Waverly.
Yeah.
Very simple. Okay, alright, I understand.
But yeah, we're from the Feywilds. We ended up going to a portal and didn't know how or why. But it's the Feywilds. Random bullshit happens all the time.
Yes, it does. Very much it does. It's
Writing?
Buutskuut writes,
random
random
in quotes.
bullshit.
No, it can be. It for the most part for your little friend there. It can be quite random. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Can't say I've had too much experience in the Feywild, but all the Fey things I encountered back in my younger days, I do not remember that well.
What? Really?
Well,
Like at all?
not really. It's been a good chunk of years.
Oh.
It's not a bad thing, I don't think. It's just tough to remember.
If you do remember anything, wait a minute.
Krimpet actually reaches into her bag
Okay.
and she pulls out the Fey Wars book.
Okay. From. Okay.
Yeah.
We got this from the library back in Elementia.
Huh. The Fey Wars, huh?
Uh-huh.
I heard about that. Wasn't really involved in any of it. That was actually after my time as a adventurous spirit.
Do you know what you heard?
So, I remember hearing about it from a certain gentleman. Overhearing it, I should say. Light
Oh?
dark fae battling some control of some area of the Fell Shroud, from what I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's basically kind of what it talks about in this book here.
More in depth than
Oh yes, fairly.
might have to see if I can find a copy of it and give it a read. Also, do not tell Sickle that I am doing that.
Krimpet, what does Krimpet do?
Look, I'm just saying, look, if Sickle sees me reading a book, he's going to think I'm a nerd. I'm the cool dad.
What?
I'm the cool dad.
Whoa. You want sound allowed to be cool?
She just like looks at him like, "Are you serious?"
I said what I said.
Do you know how many weapons you could make out of just a book? Like, blunt projectiles? Like, imagine you built a cannon and all it shot out was books, you know, hitting people with books to knock enough sense into their heads. I don't know about you, I think that would be pretty cool.
You've got a good sense of humor.
Cyrax, not knowing Krimpet is actually being serious.
I know. That'd be a sight to behold, to say the least.
Well, don't stress your way too much.
I'll be fine. Just needs a little walking on it.
Okay.
Ashyn flies up to Cyrax's shoulder and just sits there. You see,
Krimpet and Buutskuut go inside.
can Krimpet speak Draconic?
Can Krimpet speak Draconic? Let me look
Yes.
at her languages. No, she knows Abyssal for some weird reason, and Sylvan.
Okay, you wouldn't know what
No.
Cyrax says to Ashyn then. But they definitely speak something in Draconic
Oh, okay.
to each other really quickly. And then Ashyn kind of hops off his shoulder and kind of sits in a nearby tree. Some time passes between the two. Krimpet goes back. Sickle, you can place your token on the map.
You got it.
Again,
Where
as
is my...
your dad is spending some time outside doing what he does and watering the plants.
Yeah. Sickle is flying home.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna roll a check to see how cool this is going to be. It's sloppy. But basically what Sickle attempts to do is fly through the door and then let go of the wings and do like a cool acrobatic move. But instead they fly through, they drop their wings, and then they slide forward and hit the head.
Before you do that, what is Ashyn's to hit modifier?
It should be plus 8.
Plus 8. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
In this moment, it would.
In fact, it would, because as you're flying back, almost like a cat pouncing out of a tree, as you're flying toward the doorway, Ashyn comes barreling out toward you, grows to a medium size, and attempts to actually, it hits you. Claw is a d6 right now.
Yes, claws are d6.
And then the modifier off of the claw is a plus 3.
4.
I'll be right back.
Plus 4. You take 8 points of, I believe
Oh my
it's
God.
piercing damage.
Slashing, actually,
Slashing, sorry.
I believe.
Yeah, just double check for me. I don't have the Dragonite sheet up at the moment.
Yeah, I will get that up for you.
And then the second one's a 22 to hit. As Ashyn comes
Also a
flying at
hit.
you with claws, that one's only going to be 6 points of damage.
All right, thanks, Ashyn. What
Well-
the fuck?
Okay. Zephyr, we cannot go on the keyboards when I'm rolling dice. You know this. Gotta set them down. So Ashyn comes barreling toward you. And you hear in your head, think fast! and you don't think fast enough, and Ashyn slashes at you twice. And as
Ow.
Ashyn slashes at you twice, kind of pushes you in this direction as Ashyn continues to grow, and you get pushed into a nearby bush. And Ashyn hops out, turns around, and just looks at you. What?
What the fuck, Ashyn?
You didn't think fast.
Sickle's gonna get out of the bush and check to make sure their clothes aren't ripped. Because these are not the mending ones.
Make me a quick perception check.
Oh no. Nat 20.
Oh, you're fine. So nat 20. You quickly look at your clothes. No, it's the extent of your outfit is not damaged. However, there is some slight damage to the little vest of yours.
Okay. Dad's gonna have to sew that up at some point. Just walks out of the bushes. Puts wings away. So what was the purpose, Ashyn?
Ashyn kind of curls up a little bit. Kind of shrinks as they do. Sorry.
It's alright. Dad knows I got into worse stuff when I was your age. God, I really am starting to sound like him.
So you walk inside. I'll take your nat 20 perception for this as well, as your dad kind of comes back around. You hear in Draconic, because you can understand Draconic. Your dad saying, "Did it work?" Ashyn just shakes his head no.
Sickle takes a step inside, hears that, turns around, walks out. Did what work?
I'm gonna DM you something. Pikmin.
Okay. Fascinating.
Just need a double check. Gotcha.
Yes.
How do I explain this? What is the easiest way to explain this? Your dad will walk up to you. I'll just take the vest portion of your shirt off. I'll fix it. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. Oh.
Do you remember when I told you you have to be ready for everything?
Yeah.
Your dad looks at you with like a serious look. God damn it, Merlin. I'm sorry.
What?
First off, he's in the call. You can't tell me what to do.
What happened? What's
I
going on?
assume he DM'd him something nefarious.
Yeah, no. Merlin DM'd me. He goes, you can't tell me what to do, and look who's in the VC.
Oh my lord.
Anyways, getting back to my point here, as I was momentarily distracted. Ready for anything means anything. And the consequences that can come with that.
Uh-huh.
Is Sickle giving like a confused look to his
I think-
to dad?
I would say partly confused, but also partly just like, really? You did, like, annoyed look? Being like, you did this right now?
Look, you gotta stay on your toes.
I'm aware, Dad. I get it.
Alright. I won't keep you. He just motions his head toward you to head inside.
Sickle nods and starts to walk inside.
Ashyn slowly floats in behind you, turning to Tiny Dragon.
Walks in, sees Krimpet and Buutskuut.
Yep.
Hey! I take it Mizore and Rustle and Waverly didn't get back yet?
Oh, Hatter is on the phone
Never mind.
at the moment. They would tell you no.
Okay.
They haven't gotten back yet. Which brings us to... I know Steleno isn't here. But Mizore. As we wrap up kind of the first day's events here.
Whew. Right, I think I should take care of everyone. I go see if Russell's done on his side.
At this point in the day, just because Steleno's not here as well, I'm going to say yes, it would be done at this point. You guys would be finishing up. Exhausted. A lot of your spells, your key points, your hand of healing, a lot of that stuff just done. What do you want to do?
At that point, she's just gonna meet up with Russell, and then they're just gonna go back together.
Okay, so you're gonna just head back to Sickles' place.
Yeah.
I'll just move the map back then, and we can take it from there. So Sickle, you can put, yourself where you'd want to be on the
You
map.
got it.
You got it. It's British.
Yes.
British.
But if Sickle had a British accent the whole time.
That would be funny.
Oh my god.
British Sickle isn't real. They can't hurt
Hurt
you,
you.
British Sickle.
British Sickle be like,
Cross that bridge when we get there, mate.
Little
Alright.
bitch that cross when we get to get.
oh my god, that was actually pretty good. Damn. I'm just gonna throw on the Russell token that I currently have. Here you go. Big ol' eyes.
Big ol' lad.
Big ol' eyes. Mizore, you would be kind of arriving as well. Back
Sickle
at this
is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. There we go.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It looks good.
Whenever-
It looks good.
Yeah.
Is it
Though
gonna-
I will say, like, scrolling in on it, the quality... Oh, there it was. It didn't fully load the quality yet. There it
yeah,
is.
It's good
it
now.
didn't load, but yeah, I was waiting for it to load. I'm like, you better load.
You
Don't
better
make
love
me
the
look like I
quality.
can't make
Yeah!
tokens.
We can't have scuff.
Gotta have the new little art. Love it, love it, love it. So, Mizore, you and Russell arrive back to the Lumen house. Krimpet's there. If Hatter's still on the phone, that's fine. If you want to do anything on your way back, that's more than you're more than welcome to.
I'd imagine like whatever we need, Russell will have to initiate it. So they're just gonna walk back and just relax for the day.
Okay, so you're just gonna relax for the day at that point. We can take care of it once Delano comes back. We can do it today. We can do it tomorrow. It doesn't matter. I don't know when Delano's gonna get here yet. So, do you want to interact with anyone else? Do you want to talk to Sickle? Do you want to talk to Cyrax? Anything? If not, we can.
I think she would talk to Sickle.
Okay.
Maybe ask like how things went.
Sickle is going to be going down the stairs now, changed into their usual traveling outfit.
Back.
Your dad would actually be in here.
Oh.
Working on your vest.
Hey guys.
Hey, Sickle.
How'd helping out at the plaza go?
It went pretty good. Made sure that everyone's all rationed up and everyone's healed up. Just need to relax a little bit. Used up a
Fair
lot
enough.
too much key energy.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Seems like there's a lot of people.
I'll make a perception check. Oh, she definitely wouldn't. Oh, she would definitely notice like maybe Sickle's mood is like very chipper.
It's more chipper than it was earlier, I will say.
Well, it's also
but
like, what
it
the
did,
hell just happened?
yeah, it did get dampened a little bit with Cyrax, but they are fairly happy.
I take it things went well on your side.
Sickle blushes a little bit, kind of scratches the back of their neck. Yeah, no, it went really well, actually. I helped him with his shop. You know, he needed to find a few things. You know.
Oh. Is that all that went down?
Sickle blushes more, looks to the side, doesn't see Cyrax, but also at this point, because they're in their room, doesn't know that he's right there. Okay, so maybe a little bit more happened. I may or may not have kissed him twice.
Oh. You could see her hands just like up to her mouth.
Yeah. Does Cyrax do anything? Do we see Cyrax charge in? Be like, hello?
Nope.
Does he hear?
Damn.
Your dad also only has like not a great perception. I can roll for it, but yeah, that's an 8.
Damn.
Ah.
Nah, he doesn't hear nothing.
It would have been funny. Yeah.
Does Ashyn hear it?
Ashyn's in the other room, and he is tied to Sickle's soul, so you would imagine maybe.
Ashyn would just know.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back, Tyler.
Well, I'm very happy for you, Sickle. Congrats.
Thanks. It was both scarier than I thought it would be, but also not. It was weird.
Did you finally tell Blake that you wiped him?
I just imagine Krimpet shouting that at the top of her lungs.
Oh,
It's like the grandma from Mulan. Would you like to stay forever?
Okay, your dad might hear that one. That's a 17.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yes.
I imagine like if Sirex like snoring, he's like.
No, he's working on the little damage vest from Sickles.
Yeah.
He's
I just
like,
imagine-
"Wait a
Fun
minute."
fact, Sirex has Weaver's tools. So
Yeah. I just imagine Sirex stopping mid-stow
oh yeah,
and
no,
just
no.
dropping
Meanwhile, in the other room, there's like as you say that, Krimpet, there's like an awkward silence.
Oh God.
No one says anything. And you don't even hear Sickles' dad in the other room at this point. You're like,
Oh no. Krimpet, I don't think that's supposed to be public knowledge. Thank you, Buutskuut of the Lake.
thank you,
Oh.
Buutskuut of the Yippee. What is your wisdom?
Oh. Supplies?
Don't.
Standing there, just like it's like that old guy with the open hands meme. Like, guess I'll die.
Guess
like,
I'll die!
but it's just like surprise.
God,
Surprise!
I wish I was here. Oh, I wish I was here.
Meanwhile, in Aramanthia, Waverly's like, I sense something.
I sense a disturbance.
A disturbance of the force.
Yeah, but Krimpet, I did. And I think he reciprocates. I think. I don't know how that kind of stuff works, if I'm being honest. Like, he didn't say anything like, sorry, I don't feel the same way, or whatever. But, you know. If he breaks your heart, am I allowed to break his
If he
pottery?
breaks your heart, am I allowed to break his pottery?
Buutskuut, no. Buutskuut, no breaking pottery. It's probably expensive, and I don't know if we have the funds for that. I didn't say his legs. Let's not cause property damage or physical harm. Unless he really deserves it. Alright?
You see Buutskuut give you like the two fingers, like watching you look.
the eyes back and forth. I got my eye on you.
Regardless. Yeah, it was nice. He hit me with the door.
Oh.
But
Ow.
it was an accident. I was walking outside to see him, and he was coming inside at the same time I was going outside, so he hit me with the door, and then my nose started to bleed. And then I told him, like, everything about what happened, you know, us doing the ruins, meeting up with Enzo afterwards, fight with Vongeris, me dying, all that stuff. I told him pretty much everything. And then
You see the
I
smile
told-
on her face just disappear a bit.
I told him how I feel about him. And then he was hugging me, and I gave him a kiss on the cheek. And Sickles says that they blush and like hide their face in their cape.
It pulls the cape around, hides their face.
Like, because it like attaches at the front. They like,
Yeah.
pull like that part up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
the
then
little
later.
shawl portion of it.
Yeah. And then later I kissed him on the nose. And didn't say anything like, hey, don't do that. So I think he reciprocates? Is that how that works? I don't know how it works.
Sickle, I've talked a bit to Blake, and I'm sure that he feels the same way about you.
I kind of hope so. Otherwise, he might not want to. Anyways.
Don't worry, Sickle. I'm sure. Don't worry, Sickle. If anything, he's also just as lucky to have you as you're lucky to have him.
Yeah. How'd everything on your guys' end go?
Well, everything went fine. We were able to try to patch more soldiers up.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they're also well fed in terms of rations. They were running a little low, but Russell's little Goodberry helped out a lot.
Oh,
Russell
that's
gets 2
good.
thumbs up.
Where's... I mean, the forge isn't that... Reinforced isn't that far away.
Oh,
Where's
Waverly?
Where's Waverly? Yeah.
Oh, Waverly? She went
gave her the
back
cube.
to Aramanthia to check up on her family and friends.
I gave it.
Oh.
I gave her the cube. Russell would say.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
We should try to make sure to check up on her at some point. Hope things are going
Yeah.
well on her end.
It's at this point like specifically where Russell would get the message.
Oh.
He's not here yet, but like it's at this point Russell would hear it in his head.
Mm-hmm. So, what do y'all want to do? We have a while. Just kind of relax.
Yeah, honestly, just relaxing a bit would do me good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, since we're gonna be here for a few days, I wouldn't mind seeing the town.
Sure. I can show you around
Right.
Klonsky.
Hey, Krimpet hasn't explored yet.
Yeah.
Klonsky.
I could... I mean, White and Miss Wista aren't there right now. But I bet I could probably show you the orphanage. And the oak.
You could 100%, like, just for reference for you, if you want to do this, you could 100% fly in.
Oh.
So,
Fair.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can show you the oak.
Milk?
Mm-hmm. It's the Klonsky oak. It's super important to me and the rest of the claws. And pretty much everyone in the orphanage.
Is it like a big tree?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
It's really important. Hold on one second. Sickle's going to activate their wings again. Yes, I know I used to.
That's
Fly
fine.
up to their room. Grab
Zoomies.
go into
Zoom.
go into the bag of holding, pull out the photo album of 0 to 4 years old. Or 0 to 4. Whatever I wrote down, and fly back here. And Sickle's gonna open the page to open the book to like one of the last pages. Hold on. Sorry, I was getting a message from God.
Yep, God is sending you a DM right now because it's actually kind of important.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I know. And the last thing, Sickle, the last page that in the book, you see Sickle holding a sign that says "I was adopted," and you see Cormac and Syrax on either side of of Sickle with all of the claws, which you see like a little baby small version of Blake.
Just clarifying that.
Yeah. Small whatever of Blake. Little small version of Blake, but then you also see a small white tabaxi, a small black tabaxi, a small gray one, and then two small gray ones as well, one with spots, one with stripes. And they're all standing in front of and under a like giant oak tree.
Wow.
The Klonsky oak was
Is this all of you guys?
that's all the claws. Sickle like point as they say who's who. That's Blake right there. You can tell because he's the only one who is not a tabaxi. And then this one right here is White. You haven't met her, but you probably will. Maybe. Hopefully you will. She still lives here. The others I haven't seen in some time. Black, gray, spots, and stripes. We didn't have names back in the orphanage. So, we all were called by whatever her color was. Except for Blake. Blake did have a name.
Oh.
I was orange. Obviously.
Queen Sickle.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. The Klonsky Oak, that's where the ceremony would happen when getting adopted.
Oh.
They say that bonds that are formed under the Klonsky Oak are eternal, lifelong, and never break. And it can be any relationship. Platonic, business, romantic, and familial.
We don't have an orphanage back in Svilo Town.
Oh.
But that's because the Svilo Town's town motto is "It takes a village." Wait, no, hang on.
Eh?
Oh, I can't remember. No, that's not ours. Okay. Well, whatever it is, we're very social. You know, we're very social, and you know, a lot of the times residents back home they'll take care of each other. You know, they'll take care of each other's families and everything. So it's kind of like everybody knows everybody.
Oh. Fair enough, fair enough.
Like with me, when my parents died. And Mr. Wallace took me in.
I guess if you have like a living situation like that, you don't really have a need for an orphanage.
Huh?
Yeah, but the Klonsky Oak is important to me. could show
I
you
can't wait
there
to see it.
sometime.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it.
Maybe I could take you tomorrow.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We will do that. We will do that. While we wait
Yay.
on Solano to get here as well. So what we'll do, we'll say this day kind of comes to a close as we move into the 25th. Don't worry about rations or anything. You guys aren't traveling.
Yay.
So we are gonna move. Excuse me. Gosh, we are gonna move to the 25th of Lucall here. I'm gonna turn this up back, and while you guys go get some rest, we are gonna go jump. Don't move your tokens, please. We're gonna jump back to Waverly. Waverly, throughout this day, is there anything else you want to do like throughout this day specifically, or do you want to move like into the 25th? Like, say you spent the day, home with your parents.
Just sort of relaxing. Maybe doing a little bit of tinkering, but just taking the day off.
Okay. Yep, absolutely fine. And obviously your parents are more than happy to have you back home. On that note, I'm just gonna move you over to your room.
Yeah.
Yay.
And do this. So, we move into the next day. We move into the 25th of Lucall. Relatively relaxing day for you, Waverly. Obviously, the cube does regain some charges as the new day rolls around. So you will have plenty of charges. It's not to worry at all on that. But Waverly, you find yourself waking up the next day home. You did a little tinkering at night. Anything in particular you did over with that tinkering, or not really?
Maybe just like making some final adjustments on the gauntlet she just got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like making sure it's as snug as possible. Yeah.
That's fair enough. Okay, so we'll say we move into the next morning. Take it from here. What do you want to do?
So Waverly gets up, and it's honest to her, it's a little unsettling how everything looks the same as she left it in her eyes. Just like, wow, yeah, they really haven't touched anything.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of shit do I still have in here? She's gonna just start looking through her old shit that she had.
Fair enough.
Just like rooting around in drawers under the bed, and in her chest she eventually finds some of her old clothes that she used to wear. You can't take many clothes with you on the road because those take up a lot of room.
Is it time?
I think it's time.
Is it time? Let's go.
Time.
And
So
eventually,
So please pay attention to Waverly's token.
she'll put together. I mean, still like using, of course, where is it? Of course, still using the mending clothing.
Mhm.
Waverly puts together a new look.
Woo! Yeah.
Right.
You can throw the art in.
And-
Yeah, go ahead and throw the art in the campaign chat for everybody. The full
Girl?
piece. It's so good, guys. You guys have no
Boom.
idea. It's so clean.
Boom!
The spring couture is really popping, y'all.
Do you want to show
I've
them
been waiting
the?
so long.
So do you want to
finish
show
this.
them the one without the jacket too?
Sure. Oh no.
She drew hands. I just realized.
That's what I said. That's what I
Wait
said.
a minute.
Fingers.
Damn it! Why does everyone gotta point it out?
It looks good. Genuinely.
Yeah, it looks
Well,
good.
that's
It looks really good.
fantastic. All the
Okay,
little
don't pay attention to the stitches because I fucked them up.
They look so. It looks so
But-
good.
No jacket version.
So
Wow.
cute.
It has.
Whoa! The arm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That was a really cool detail I
Yeah.
thought that like put on
Oh,
when I
this
first
is-
saw it. I knew about that. I've known
Oh
about this
my
drawing for like a week.
God.
Waverly got a glow up. Finally.
Damn.
It looks so good though. Genuinely,
She
it
looks-
so good.
so good.
Hmm.
The last time this happened was when we first went to Clone Ski.
Yup.
Oh my God.
And then Waverly forgot her glasses.
Yep. Chat, we're so back.
We are
So
so
freaking
We
back.
are so
Oh
bad.
my God, baby girl.
She's ready for Acelia in that jacket.
And no, yet again, no pants. Just shorts.
No pants. She would rather die than wear pants.
Real.
It's Waverly's mantra. I'd rather die than wear than wear long pants.
Oh, wait, hold on, I have to find the. Death is an illusion, and so are pants. That's the
What?
quote I was looking for.
Oh, I thought.
Death is an illusion, and so are
And
pants.
so are
So
pants.
are pants.
That's like such a Waverly quote,
It
though.
is.
And just out of curiosity, she's gonna check the sending slate just to see if she got any messages. Probably not.
No, you didn't necessarily get any messages. But there is
Okay.
there is a little heart drawn on it.
Stop. I'm gonna cry.
She'll also draw a heart before. Gah! The bird!
The what?
Hey, Stelano.
The bird!
Oh, Solano, welcome.
Bird.
Obviously you might be on mute right now. We'll get to your thing in a second, but it's the message I put in in-game chat. If you want to take a look at that, we'll take care of that in a minute
Yes, welcome in.
when we get back to
Okay,
your
okay.
guys' half. Right now we're doing.
So right now, has it mostly been Waverly's half?
No, actually we went back to the other side. This is the first battle act portion of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It is also the next day. We're on the 25th now.
very well.
But more toward when all of you got back home to Sickles' house, with, obviously except Waverly because she's in Aramanthia, you got that message in your head.
Okay.
From Waverly.
Yeah, it was from Waverly. It was from the sending stuff. Okay, carry on, Bella.
Yes, we pack up our things and head downstairs.
As you kind of
Whee!
start walking down the stairs, you see your mom sitting there in the morning, having a cup of tea, trying to relax. Obviously, it's going to take a while for her to, get some weight back and everything after everything, but
Mm-hmm.
she seems happier to come, be back home instead of the situation that they were in.
Yes, of course.
Sees you kind of coming down the stairs.
Good
Waverly.
morning.
Morning.
She'll kind of give her a little hug from behind.
Be gentle. Waverly.
How you doing?
Relaxed as well as I can be. See you put on one
Awesome.
of your older jackets.
Yeah, I did. I didn't realize how much of my stuff I left behind. So just trying out something new.
Like your father said, you never wanted to mess with any of the things that you had. In case one day you did come back. Your mom kind of
Yeah.
just gives you a light smile. How did you sleep?
I slept good. The bed is a little small, but like, there's no helping that.
Believe me, we've wanted to change that for some time.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Where's Dad?
You know your father. He got up early and went to go check the business.
Got it. Okay.
He said I should take it easy.
Well, he's not wrong.
He also said, whatever you're going to do, let you do it.
All right then. Well, I think I'll go run down there to say hi to him.
Alright.
Right. Take care, Mom.
She
And I'll
smiles.
Just gonna kind of mess with her hair in the mirror before she
You
leaves.
can see in the reflection of the mirror too, as you kind of look at it, your mom kind of over your shoulder. She's kind of looking in your direction. Kind of a soft smile on her face. Like, it's more of the look of like, my daughter's kind of really grown into her own. Even after all that time
I
apart.
will start crying.
Yes! Please do.
That's so sweet. Waverly just kind of smiles back at that before giving her a wave and walking out.
Mm-hmm. And you're heading to Fontaine Fisheries.
Fontaine Fisheries.
Fontaine, Miss Fontaine! So, your dad's in the back on the docks. The same building, by the way, that, as you know,
Yeah.
the last time you were here, some things were being removed from it.
Yeah, did we ever figure out why that was all happening?
It was all scrap metal, mind you.
It was all scrap metal, okay. Stuff for the factory,
Yes.
probably.
Yes, that you could
All
probably
right.
infer that, but I will tell you above game that is correct.
No,
I will tell you above game that's
Those
actually correct.
sons of bitches.
Yeah.
And this son of a bitch flying around my room.
You have to be Bruce Lee. You take
gonna
off
walk
this
in.
and grab it out of midair.
Is there anyone else in here?
No. It's actually
No, okay.
quiet.
Ugh.
The only thing you hear is kind of the sound of the ocean breeze.
Yeah.
And the ocean waves
Make 'em
crashing against the dock.
Okay. Oh, open this door, peek out.
As you do, you can see your dad. He has like a little chair set up, little wooden stool. And you can actually see he has a fishing rod cast into the port. Like he did many a time before when you were growing up. Despite all the hardships that your family went through because of that.
Wow.
It's almost
And
like nothing.
as oh yeah.
It's almost like nothing's changed the way you look at the scene now.
Nothing's changed. Wow. And as Waverly kind of steps out, does the water look to be getting like clearer?
Make me a perception check.
Oh god. Okay. Ooh. 24.
24. It definitely seems like there are some subtle changes that have been slowly happening to the water.
Yay!
In fact, as you kind of look out over the edge of the water, that thick, like, light coating of purple fog and mist that always seemed to permeate the water's surface is definitely less prevalent. But while it is still noticeable in, like, chunks of parts, it does seem to slowly be dissipating.
As she notices that, she just kind of lets out an exhale and smiles with the thought of, like, yeah, it was all worth it. It was all worth it. She continues.
Mhm.
Hey, Dad.
Waverly.
Also trying to step at least a little lightly as to not startle fish.
Mm-hmm. If there are fish.
Yeah, if there are fish. Which hopefully there are. I see you're back to your old ways, huh?
It's a lovely pastime.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky, I suppose. Seeing seeing this place like this in the time we've been gone. What did they do to this place? Used to be so vibrant. Like, as you were walking through, I mean, there's still, like, things are definitely missing. Like, as you knew, things were being taken out. But as you were walking through, things were definitely missing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I assume once you guys were gone, this place kind of lost that spark, I guess.
Maybe. I don't ever think a port can lose that spark. You just come to see me this morning?
Yeah. And just see what you're up to. You catch anything yet?
Not yet, no. No, I haven't. We're done. Would you like to, fish? I know it's not your favorite thing in the world to do, but it's up to you.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Why not? I actually have. And she's gonna take out the pole of angling that
Yeah.
she has.
Yeah.
Because I still have this.
Yes, you do.
Love it.
I can't believe
You
you.
thought
I can't
you
believe.
thought this.
I can't
You
believe
thought
you're-
this little magic.
I can't believe you remembered you had it.
You all thought this little magic item was going to go nowhere. Think again. It was all worth it for this moment. And yeah, Waverly will grab her own little stool and sit next to her dad as they fish.
Do me a favor.
What are... Yes?
Roll me performance check.
Oh god. My excuse is I haven't fished in a really long time.
No, that's true. What is it? That one.
So, performance... that's a 0.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Oh,
But a natural one.
my- that's
The hook
So
doesn't
as
even
you
go in.
pull up the stool and you cast your line, you sit there. And you sit there.
Oh god.
Your dad kind of raises an eyebrow.
What?
Kind of looks at you. Waverly, you forgot to bait the hook.
Ah, shit. Right. Just slowly pulls the line back in.
Your dad just kind of gives you a little bit of a...
Actually, like...
Your dad, who doesn't smile very often, mind you, kind of gives you a little bit of a very subtle nod of like, yeah, it's been a while. Like, it's that thought of, man, she probably hasn't fished since she left home, kind of thing.
Oh, that's not true though.
Well, that's what
She
your dad.
doesn't know
That's what your
that.
dad thinks. But that's what your dad thinks. So.
I know. Oh, I love him. So Waverly puts the bait on the hook, make sure the hook is on the line, and then casts it out again.
And you do. And you sit there. And you wait. And you wait. And you wait. You know, fishing takes a lot of patience.
Little does he know, that is a virtue she was not blessed with.
I know that this is why it's all the funnier.
Waverly just, on occasion, tapping her foot against the dock.
There were days I'd sit up here for hours and hours on end, just enjoying the view, looking out over the port. This little place, this little business of ours. Anything that was needed to provide for you and your mom. well as I do that you try to make the most of it. You tried to make the most of it.
Yeah. And Waverly's gonna like kind of take his advice and like stop focusing on the fish and the line and just focus on like the open water and that view he talked about.
It's
Man,
calming. All this time, Waverly, you were so concerned with, finding something you wanted to enjoy, which you did. And trying to make sure that everything went right for you when you left. And just like those challenges that you faced in that time when you had left, you know now that your parents were in a very similar situation, if not worse, no thanks to Enzo. But there is some solace in the fact that sometimes things don't necessarily have to change for them to be good. Your dad's a pretty good example of that. And as you sit there and take in the view, your eyes dart for a moment. Make me a perception check.
okay. Oh no. Hey DM,
Yeah?
what's a 7 get me?
Is this one of those instances where you're gonna need inspiration for?
DM thoughts?
It's your call, Hatter. I don't expect any. If you're gonna use the inspiration, use it. Because obviously there's nothing like super crazy happening this session. Relatively. I will say 7 does get her something, but
Use the inspiration, why not?
sure, go ahead and reroll.
Alright, thank you. That's...
What?
It's worse.
I'm gonna big fucking lose it.
It's worse.
So, I went from a 2 to a 3.
So it's an 8.
An 8. Yeah.
Still gets you something though. Still gets you
1,
something.
2... 1, 2, 3. You can't make this shit up.
It still gets
That's
you.
wild.
It still gets you something.
Okay.
As you glance out, your eyes do dart slightly to the side. And you squint and you focus. You could have sworn for a brief second that your dad next to you almost tensed up.
Wait, what? What? Why?
Did you glance over?
Yeah?
Your dad has shifted his position. And he's he's almost kind of now leaning back on the stool he's on. Eyes locked at the end of his rod. And you can see
Oh no.
that slight faltering at the end of the fishing rod.
Oh shit. Yeah. I feel like Waverly also gets very tense for a second seeing that. Just thinking to herself like, no sudden movements, just let him do his thing.
Your dad focuses. He's locked in and ready to reel in the big one, as Steleno says.
Yes. Thank you, Stiletto.
As the rod bends down to such a point where your dad kind of quickly pulls it off to the side, and then the rod bends even further.
Whoa.
And he starts to slowly, but very confidently, reel in something.
What the? And it's big?
It's not super big,
Okay.
but there's definitely something on the line.
Alright, that's something.
And as your dad continues to focus and fight and reel it in, you're not making any sudden movements. And eventually, your dad reels it in enough. And rising out of the water is about a fish that's 1.5 feet long.
Damn!
Beautiful silver scales with a little white, little yellow stripe running down the side of it.
Yeah, seeing that the battle was won, Waverly just kind of, woohoo! Holy shit! Sorry.
Your dad just kind of stares at it. How long has it been? Since I caught something in these waters. The stoic expression of your father softens. Kind of with the fish still on the end of the line, just glances over toward you.
Waverly looks elated right now. Like that thinking she had earlier of like, yeah, this is worth it, is like doubled now, like, oh, we're so freaking back. That is awesome, Dad.
Well, if only you took a couple more pointers, I think you'd be a better fisher. But I know it's not your thing. But I want to thank you for coming out here. Like old times.
Yeah, of course.
Your dad kind of pulls the fish onto the dock, grabs a crate. He's kind of got next to him. He pulls it in. He actually puts the fish in it. Well, I think I'm going to be here for a while. anything else you want to do, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Don't let me keep you.
All right. And she'll take one last glance out to the open water and the horizon line, and just think like, damn, I wish my friends were here. Wait a minute. And then she takes out the sending slate. And we'll message to Dixon.
Okay.
Where are you guys?
Get a message back. Dixon actually messages back. I was about to ask you the same question. You can write on the sending slate as many times as you want.
I know.
It's just
No,
the
I
messages
know.
have to be 25 words.
She'll write back. Right. She'll write back. At Fontaine Fisheries with my dad.
Another message comes back. So, do you not want me to come bother you? Or do you want to do something?
Waverly kind of thinks for a second. For slowly looking at her dad. Hey, Dad.
Yes.
Do you want to meet Dixon?
Some of the people you worked with, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. And then she'll write to Dixon. You wanna come over and meet my dad?
The response is right now.
She writes, sure.
Alright. On my way. There's the message you get back.
Yay!
Oh, by the way, Unique still hasn't gotten the message back. Just saying.
Russell!
We're gonna go back before Dixon shows up.
Yes!
To you guys.
Yes!
Day is now arriving in early. For you guys, kind of a similar time, a little bit earlier in the day compared to where Waverly is right now. Waverly's been fishing for a little bit, so we'll assume some time in the morning is passing as you do this. What do you guys want to do? You got another day.
Thinking emoji.
I would say Zoro is gonna be. Is probably want to spend some time talking to Sickle at some point.
Okay.
Oh.
Not immediately, but later during the day.
Yeah. We can
Did
do that.
Mizore see the tree?
Yeah. Everyone except for Krimpet has seen the tree. Krimpet and Buutskuut
Okay.
has seen the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to take care of this side, and then we're going to go back to Waverly and them.
You know what? I think early morning, while Sickle would get up early like usual, Sickle's gonna be outside. with their old spell book
Sure.
from when they were a young child and is attempting to cast light
Sure.
to see if they can.
No.
Mm.
Like you're trying to cast the spell itself, not through,
Yeah, the spell itself without using my
through the
necklace.
Yep. Yeah, it's a struggle.
Mm. Come on. Baby wizards can do this.
Would this be like a new day?
Yeah, it's we're in the
Yeah.
following day here.
Okay. Like for Krimpet and Russell, you can see that Mizore's just like looking around wistfully.
Big ol' eyes jump scared you when you zoomed in. Yeah, sorry, it's the only token I had for you, Stiletto.
It'd be like that.
Everything okay, Mizore?
Yeah. Do you know where Sickle went?
Mm-mm. I haven't seen Sickle this morning.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He was most likely first to get up, so if he's not
It's
in the house, maybe outside.
It's at this moment from outside you would hear a very loud "Ah!"
Oh, sure enough.
Confirmation received. He is outside.
Sure.
Alright, thanks guys. I'm gonna go check up on him.
Same here.
Hey, Sickle?
What
Oh.
in about?
Ashyn's sitting over here on like a bench. He's outside sun tanning.
I found my old spell book from when Dad and Papa tried to teach me magic. I wanted to see if I could. There's only one thing in here, and that's a light cantrip, but can't even do that.
See, you mentioned that you mentioned that you had a little trouble trying to learn about spells, yeah?
Yeah. I don't get it. Why can't I do magic? It's a cantrip. Aren't those the easy ones that anyone can do?
Honestly, it's a struggle I can relate to.
Debatably, depending on which cantrip it is, I guess.
I was trying to cast light. Whatever. And Sickle dejectedly is going to just close the spell book. So, what's up?
Alright, Sickle, is it okay if I just borrow you for a little bit?
Okay.
He's rolling. He's rolling.
The
The player is
19.
making a decision without the DM's consent. No, I'm
19.
kidding.
You know,
Uh,
she's not. You know, she's not gonna hide it. It really is. You can sense that she really wants to talk to you about something. It's a
it's
little
not-
more serious.
I wasn't
Wasn't
rolling
an
insight.
check.
Oh,
I rolled. I guess it'd be sleight of hand. I don't know if it'd be sleight of hand or deception
For what are you trying
that
to
I'd
do?
be rolling.
You can DM me if you don't want anyone else to know.
Yeah.
oh. I can actually roll for that then.
Well, you can DM me if you don't want anybody else to know. So,
Yeah.
Mizore, I'm gonna first off just tell me what the roll was too in the message.
I guess if
It depends on what
If
it
it's
is.
to-
It depends on what it is. I don't know yet.
well, first, well, I'll probably just describe it this way. Like, if Sickle's trying to look into Mizore. She really genuinely wants to talk to Sickle about something.
It would have been a deception check then. Pick one.
Deception? Okay, so deception would only be a 15.
No, that does not. Well, sadly, that kind of falls. Yep, that kind of falls behind my dirty 20 for insight.
Okay, so
You
yeah, go ahead.
Mm.
Go ahead. You can describe it because you messaged me it.
you see as you tell Sickle that you want to like speak to them privately or just borrow them for a moment, they tense up a little bit. Yeah, sure. Everything okay?
Yeah, let's go somewhere a little more private. It's okay if you give us a little space, Russell.
Yeah, and could there be an argument? No. When was Waverly's message sent again?
You would have heard it yesterday evening.
Okay. Alright. Sounds good. I'll leave you two alone. I actually need to respond back to Waverly. Don't know why I forgot.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
Nothing!
He forgot.
You can't just whatever. Do you want me to get Ashyn in the house as well?
Yeah, preferably.
Sickle nods and Draconic will tell Ashyn to go inside.
Ashyn flies inside.
Come on. What's that?
Well, where I start?
Hold on. Oh, we need. Hang on.
Oh no.
Hang on. There we go. Continue.
Oh.
Just changing the music.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still a little rattled up from everything that's happened so far?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean.
I feel that ever since the whole Ron Jarrus incident, everything that's happened at that point, you really have. It just feels like you haven't been a lot like yourself lately.
I guess so. It's scary. Dying, as you're aware. And it wasn't just the death itself, I guess. If that makes sense.
I figured that was. You know, I figured there was a lot more to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel that I feel like there was a lot more to you simply dying that caused you to feel scared now.
Yeah. I think so. I am really scared, Mizore. Just about everything in general. You know?
Look, I'm not gonna be around the bush. I know a lot has happened, but it's like you've been avoiding me for a bit. I know what happened back then was scary, but the last thing I want to happen is for you to be scared of me.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be too affected by it. But it's still it's like I don't know how to explain it.
I understand what you're trying to say. I mean, who wouldn't be scared if their friend suddenly was beating them down and had no way of controlling? If only I was stronger, I wouldn't have let him stop me. You got hurt because of me.
That's not fair, Mizore. That's not fair to you.
But if you think about it, if that didn't happen at all, you wouldn't have gotten hurt like that. You wouldn't have thought about leaving this moment. You...
Mizore.
would have...
It was your body that helped kill me. Yes, but if there's one thing I've learned from having wizard dads, magic is strong. And it can do a lot. Just because it was your body being the one to attack me, it doesn't mean you wanted to do it. It doesn't mean that was you. And we can dwell in the what ifs and I should have beens. But that's not going to change anything, Mizore. It's not fair to you. We shouldn't blame ourselves for things like that happen. You didn't have any control of your body in that moment. So don't blame yourself for my death. Because at the end of the day, you guys have kept me alive for this long. And you helped me when I died.
You're right. But it's hard to shake that feeling that I could have done something to stop it. But I'll try not to be too harsh on myself.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to get over the experience in general so that you don't feel like I'm avoiding you. Okay?
Yeah. But I feel like there has to be some way to help with that.
Sickle gets like thinks for a moment, but then a small smile appears on their face. Maybe not right now, but sometime in the near future. You, me, sparring.
Huh?
Part of the reason I was scared in that moment, and I think part of the reason it affected me so much is I couldn't do anything. I was grappled and I couldn't do anything to stop whatever. But maybe if you and I fight each other or spar, and both of us have full control over what we can do. It can help. Besides, I do want to know who would win in the fight between us.
Of course you would. All right. When the time is right, we'll do it then.
Sounds good.
So let me know when you want to go through with it. I'll try to
Yeah.
get ready in the meantime.
Will do. And Sickle is going to move a little closer and give you a hug.
Aw.
Mizore reciprocates. Thanks. I really needed that.
Anytime. We're all here for each other.
I feel a lot better now.
I'm glad to hear.
I always forget sometimes a good cry is all you need to let go of all the tension that's happened.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
So, about the whole cantrip thing, have you tried to see if you can figure things out?
That's probably a better question for my dad. Might see if he can give any pointers. Maybe Russell too.
That's a good point. Maybe. Oh, right. We should probably bring Russell back in.
Oh.
Maybe you can ask him about that then.
Yeah. We might as well go inside anyway.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with wanting to do magic for today. Stupid book.
Yeah, you and me. Never seem to understand how this works.
Yeah.
As that's going on, Waverly, your sending stone from Russell goes off.
I was about to say, can I do my
The
thing
next day.
just before it?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
As Sickle and Mizore are walking in, they just, I would argue they just barely catch the last two words I say from the sending stone, which is just shrugging motion, and Sickle can clearly see Russell is actually shrugging. Hears the door open and immediately turns his head. Oh, hey.
Hi. What?
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
You can't just say don't worry about it.
Yes,
honestly.
I can, mister.
I'm... Swear to God, you're gonna give me...
Can give you what?
My red hair is gonna be completely gray by the end of this journey, I swear to God.
But don't worry. Keep your head up.
Still got plenty of years ahead of you. Don't worry.
Exactly. And this also reminds me, because for whatever reason, I was kind of forgetful yesterday. Russell immediately flicks Sickle's forehead.
Ow!
That was for calling me out on your notebook yesterday.
What are you talking about? What?
A couple days ago, but yeah.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Huh?
I believe the exact wording could be, "Take that, Russell," in whatever jumble of words he can muster.
You... When did you read my diary?
I
What the
didn't.
fuck?
Talon
What
did.
the fuck? I didn't. Talon did.
Even if you didn't write it, I still would have helped out to make sure Blake was with you yesterday.
Me above game. Hold me back, Mizore. I'm gonna kill him.
do appreciate you two helping me with that, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Anytime. We gotta make, we gotta make more memorable days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so curious as to what Waverly's gonna think when I tell her.
Which also reminds me, if Waverly manages to send me back a message, Mizore, you could probably you could probably sending Stone unique a quick message, just a little update on what's happening on their side.
Oh, right. They might want to know what's going on with the rest of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Friggin' stupid cantrips.
On that note, Russell, you don't suppose you could give Sickle a few pointers for spell casting, do you?
I might be able to come up with something, maybe potentially.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Because, well, obviously, I'm the person that's least capable of doing this. Me and Sickle.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Yep. I tried when I was young, but I also could not get the hang of it either. So I know how he feels.
Fair enough. You got fox spirits though.
That's true. It's more martial based, but at least I was able to master it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, my sister's a lot more magically inclined, but I guess at least we both have something we're good at.
Yep. And then from there, we're like casually walking into good old dining living room.
Right. Before anybody else does anything, I'm gonna set up a quick scene. Sickle and Krimpet.
Mm-hmm.
You guys wanted to go to the Oak.
Yep.
Yes, sirree.
Yes, sirree. I will send you guys there now. As I would imagine you two leave.
Mm-hmm. So will we be coming up from the stairs or from somewhere
Yeah,
else?
you most likely. Well, you flew in, so both of you can fly in.
Where do you want us to put our tokens?
The tree.
The tree.
The tree. All right, all the yippies are gone now. I've killed them all. Let's go.
Damn.
No, sorry.
What?
You will rue
We
the
will bring them
day you
back.
slaughtered the last yippie.
You will rue the day.
No. I'm not gonna do it. I almost did, but I won't.
Don't. I like
Give
it.
it. Give in to the
No,
temptation.
I like the new art too much. Don't do it.
I won't. This is it. The Clownski Oak. Come on in. Sickle walks
What?
into the oak.
We can come inside.
Yeah, there's like an opening in it.
Pops head out. Yep.
Oh wow.
The Claus and I used to hang out in here all the time.
Where's the adoption ceremony take place?
Generally on the outside of the tree, like on the exterior.
Uh-huh.
Right. Around. Sickle would point, like right around there, generally. Or sometimes over on the other side. Either way, it was really important to us. this is where the claws all vowed to stay connected, no matter how far apart they were.
A really special place.
Yeah. I brought all the other Starfarers here. So, it was only fair that I bring you two.
Well, how did you become an orphan, Sickle?
I don't know. From what I understand, I was just dropped here when I was
So
really
you-
young.
You don't have any idea who your parents were? I mean,
Not
before Sidewalks and oh god, what was Cormac?
Sir Cormac. Nope. Absolutely none. I want to know your opinion. Because you knew your birth parents, I assume, right?
Well, yeah. I remember my mom and dad.
Do you think it's bad that I don't care too much? Like, I've said before, my definition of family is very different than I feel a lot of people's. So, the people who gave birth to me, they're not my parents. And I don't really care if I never get to know who they are. To me, my parents are Cormac and Syrax.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know? No, they keep saying that there's this phrase I've heard before where they say blood is thicker than.
Mm-hmm.
But we all kind of need water, you know. Well, and the blood in our body to survive.
Yeah,
They-
fair.
They they both, you know, serve us in some way.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe your birth parents served you in terms of, you know, the blood part. But your dads, they're the water. They're the constant, I guess you could say, in your life.
Yeah. Dad and
Ever
Papa are,
present, always flowing.
yeah. Dad and Papa are the ones who raised me.
Hmm.
They're the ones that taught me everything I know. I am glad they picked me. And it's nice, you know, being wanted. Sorry, that was a little weird.
Why would you think you're not wanted? Because your birth parents gave you up?
Yeah, that's the long and short of it, essentially. They didn't even have the decency or anything to be like, hey, this is who we are. When you're old enough, feel free to find us or anything. They had nothing on who I was. Nothing about my birth givers.
You know, it was the same way with Frisk. They say that he was found, well, someone brought him into the village. They left him at where you call it a baby bat box, you know. And if any point in time somebody's not ready to be a parent, there's an anonymous kind of little box you can put the baby in. And remember what I said about Frisk, and he's white and his eyes are red?
Mm-hmm.
White's not a common color, bat. And red eyes aren't either. And to this day, Frisk still doesn't know his birth parents are. There was no note, nothing.
Yeah. It's weird. For people like me and Frisk, I guess.
Yes, maybe. Leaving you at the orphanage was maybe the kindest thing they could have done. They could have left you in the wilderness. With a snack or something for,
Fair enough. I don't know if I'm ever going to know who they are. It'd be interesting, to say the least. But it's not a priority of mine.
Mm.
I have a family. I have Dad and Papa. I have all the claws. And now I have you and the rest of the Starfarers.
Krimpet smiles. And she looks up at the tree.
We don't have anything fancy like an adoption ceremony. Since we're all so social, we just take care of each other.
Sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, the Quifflesmiths, they really stress the importance of family. And that family doesn't have to be about blood. Oh, I'm sorry. They run a town.
Huh?
The Quifflesmiths.
Gotcha.
Back home.
Interesting. You've got a lot of stories in the head of yours, Krimpet.
Well, Sphealo Town's bigger than it looks. Or than it sounds, rather.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm a bat, I live in caves. You get the idea.
Yeah. Well, that's all I wanted to show you with this tree. You want to head back?
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
Alright. Let's get going.
Before you guys go back, while you guys are there, we're gonna go back to the Lumen House. Sickle, Krimpet, I'm just gonna, for now, you can leave your tokens there. But Mizore! Gonna jump to you for a second. Do you want to do anything?
She is like, as Mizore just like tries to give herself some personal space, she would just bring up the sending stone that's connected to Unique, thinking about the message that she wants to send. And eventually does so.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Silence you.
Hey, Unique, how are you doing? As for us, we helped on our conscape. It held on, thankfully. If we get the chance, let's meet up. And the message goes through.
Okay, I was wondering. I was waiting to say, are you done?
Yeah, that's 25 words.
There is a near immediate response. That you hear, and it's, oh, that's great. Glad everything worked out. And yeah, if we get a chance, we should meet up. What am I at? Mental count.
Oops, I didn't count it.
That's fine. We'll just say that's the message. I also didn't count. My brain also did not count fast enough, as fast as my mind was processing what I wanted to say.
I was too busy
Fangirling?
screaming.
Got it. Yep.
We were being very,
Very normal.
very proper.
Yes,
and
very
sophisticated.
dignified.
All right.
Very demure, very mindful.
Very demure. Very demure.
I was just about to say.
Demure. All right. We'll go back to Fontaine Fisheries. Load the scene. Thank you. Wanted to fight me. It wanted to fight me.
Who the fuck is that?
What?
Nothing.
What is what?
Nothing. I was trying to make a joke,
Oh.
but it didn't work. Joke failed.
Joke failed. Test failed.
Joke failed. Laugh at that user.
So-
Alright, campaign ends here, guys.
Nope. Alright, let me get Dixon's token.
Waverly, laugh at my jokes. I can't do that, Waverly.
I can't do that. So, some time passes, Waverly. First off, do you wait anywhere in particular?
Yeah, Waverly would have told him to, like, let me know when you're almost here so I can meet you at the door.
Okay. Yeah, there would definitely be, like, Dixon would definitely send you a message back, like, saying, I'm right around the corner.
Okay, give me 1 sec, I'm gonna go grab him. Yeah. She rip-a-do-do-do-do-do.
Alright. You open the door.
Yeah, and she'll...
Yeah, I got his token right there.
Yeah. Oh,
I had
Oh,
it hidden.
damn,
I
you
didn't
really
know
were
where
right
I
there.
wanted it right away. So. Hey.
Hi.
You look different.
Yeah,
You can
went
see
looking through...
before you finish your
Huh?
sentence. He's wearing Enzo's jacket.
Oh! Let's freaking go. Yeah, I went digging through some of my old stuff. You also look different.
You know, I thought about it for like a long time. Like the time, after we killed him. That, the jacket does look kind of nice. It needs to get patched up a little bit. But I don't know, it just kind of fits. But I'm not very good when it comes to Dixon motions his hands up and down his body, stylizing things.
Waverly's just been smiling as he just talks.
What?
It looks good.
What?
What? Nothing. It looks good.
Dixon gives you bombastic side eye.
No, she's being very Jew. She just,
No, I know
she just
Dixon.
likes him.
Wait, did you do it?
What? No.
I thought you posted it, that's why you were laughing.
Do you want to come in?
Right. Yeah, for something I forgot about that. At this point, your dad will
Sure.
also, like, come off the dock and he'd be inside. They're like an old office. You can attach Dixon to you, or I can just move him.
Yeah. Here we go. And as they're walking, Waverly's just gonna. So, he may be intimidating, but like, don't worry about it. He's harmless.
All right. I mean, I've seen him once.
Like, yeah, like I told him about us, and he was like, yeah, I want to meet him.
Oh,
So,
I see.
it just don't. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Will I?
She-
Waverly. Are you like
Yes,
dragging
well.
him along? Are you like dragging him along?
I mean, like, kinda. After that, he's like, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just like takes his hand, pulling him along.
Look, Waverly, I don't think this is the right opportunity to be doing this right now. And by that time, you're in the room, and then Dixon just freezes up.
Oh,
Imagine
God.
we're all watching this on like ascending slate. Like it just converts
God.
into like a video camera, like on like a fucking iPad.
They got
The rest of the party-
CCTV footage.
We're,
The rest of the party's all gathered around it.
we're all like
I would
gathered around
die.
Russell's.
Oh
we're
my God!
gathered
If
around
someone
Russell's star map.
has, I don't think any of you have scrying, but he could. I think if he had the materials.
Oh my God.
We're all
Russell,
gathered
can you
around.
learn
Rhino.
scrying?
I think he can.
know.
Do you have it?
I don't
We're
think
all
he.
around.
I don't
You
think
have
he has it, but I think he needs materials for it too, which he might not have.
It does need materials. I can't confirm.
Yeah, he
Fifth
needs.
level, yes,
Damn.
druids can learn it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
That
can
would
learn.
be,
it.
Oh my-
that would be so
that would be
fucking
so
funny.
You need a, however, you need, in order to scry, you need a arcane focus worth at
Yeah.
least 1,000 gold pieces, or
Yeah,
something, or
no.
something
A mirror, a
filled with
crystal
holy water.
ball, something like that.
Or something filled with holy water, the font specifically, but.
We'll bench that idea.
Wait,
There's
really
no reason
sensing
why
how...
we can't make a tablet.
Why not use the star map? Joking.
Waverly sensing how nervous that comment made Dixon makes her even more nervous, and then she looks at her dad, who makes her even more nervous, until it's just like, oh God, was this a mistake?
Are you,
So, Dad, I know you briefly met at the factory, but this is Dixon.
I see. I only remember briefly seeing him with you. I didn't really get to know, like you said, that much, considering the situation. Sorry I didn't properly introduce myself back then. We had... Waverly and I had some other... There was a lot of things that happened on our way there, and Waverly wanted to make sure that you guys were okay. So I kind of tagged along.
Yeah, not to mention Enzo ruining the moment.
Yeah, he was kind of... Dixon, like, stops himself, glances at your dad.
He was a jerk. I agree.
If I may be so bold, Mr. Fontaine, he was what we refer to in the O.R.C as an asshole. O.R.C. The research commission that's been in this city for some time. Yes, sir. I been employed there for quite some time, and then unemployed thanks to Enzo and the situation he put you in. I'm sure you can understand why things might not be great. Considering the situation we found ourselves in, and considering that you tagged along as long as you did, I would imagine that we definitely had some connection and some things that needed to be handled. For all intents and purposes, that's correct. That's fine. Dixon will awkwardly shuffle. Sit down across from your dad.
You can definitely tell, like, he's not hiding it. He's very nervous.
Waverly's also nervous, but she's trying to hide it.
Yeah, Dixon's not hiding it well at all. I can have him roll deception, but oh, it's actually kind of good. It's actually quite good.
Here, let's see.
It's 25.
Okay, Waverly got a 2. She's not hiding it very well.
Yeah. Dixon, like, he's not hiding like it physically, but he's keeping a better composure. Waverly in the meantime is just hand on forehead, palm sweating, head sweating constantly. I would imagine so.
Yeah, something like that.
Also, me forgetting I buffed Dixon to level. We buffed Dixon to level 10, and then I looked at his HP. Nice. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
Yes, above game, Dixon has 69 HP at level 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
69 HP for session 69.
Yep. Except it's session 70.
Well, last session.
Yeah,
when he showed up. Waverly's unsure if where she should like stand in this scenario because the way they're sitting, it looks like an interrogation.
Sit down.
Sure. Yeah. She'll pull up a little stool and just gonna sit here.
Did you do anything as you pull up the stool and sit there?
I just look at my dad with an almost like pleading expression of like, be nice, like almost trying to say without saying anything, just like be nice to him.
Please don't embarrass me.
Yeah, please don't embarrass me.
That too, almost.
So, Waverly Dixon, you said it was?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you, don't mind me being quite frank on the situation, Dixon, where did you, where were you raised? Actually, it's kind of a funny story. I was raised here in Port Pelos, actually.
Dixon looks over to you, Waverly, and like, it's almost an expression of like, you were told what he's about to say, or what Dixon's about to say. You were told, but not from
Oh,
Dixon's
yeah.
not from Dixon's own mouth.
Oh.
I had a pretty rough upbringing. If I'm to be quite honest. Did not wasn't very well off growing up. My family had some problems.
Dixon kind of looks down at the table. Well, not everybody has the greatest upbringing of things in time. Many people grow up differently. Waverly here. We tried to get her into our family business. And, let's just say she didn't pick up on it as easily.
Hmm.
I kind of had a feeling that might have been the case. So. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Was it a little disappointing? I mean, sure, from my perspective, kind of broke the old man's heart a little bit. But she applied herself in other ways. A lot has changed, though, in that time frame. He kind of looks at you, Waverly. Specifically, your leg.
Yeah, or really just nods.
Waverly. This is your dad speaking to you. You said you worked finding your own way with the O.R.C, yes?
Yeah.
How did you two meet?
We got grouped up together on a team with the other two, PJ and Unique. I want to say that was like 4 years ago, was it?
4 years ago is accurate, yes, at this point.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah, and we just kind of stuck together ever since then. Doing adventuring stuff, dungeon delving, ass kicking. Sorry.
So, what did you do before this to my upbringing, let's just say I had to be moved into a bit of a foster home where I, well, tried to forget about my old life, and it was to help curb some issues thanks to my parents. What kind of issues, if you don't mind me asking? Dixon sheepishly looks at you, Waverly.
Does it look like he's like ashamed to say?
Make an insight check.
13?
13? He definitely doesn't. I'm not gonna roll against it because I can give you some information. He definitely doesn't want to say it, but he's getting the feeling that he probably should. Even though, like, you can tell from the way Dixon's looking at you, like, he does not want to say the one thing.
Does he look like talking about it is like uncomfortable, sorta?
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable for Dixon. You could get that feeling. Yeah.
Okay. Second question. Where are his hands right now?
Dixon's hands are they're both in his lap right now. They're like not even on the table. He's got his hands like crossed. Not like arms crossed, but his fingers are interlocked and he's got his hands kind of in front of him.
Like on the table or
no, underneath. Underneath the table.
Underneath. Okay.
But his shoulders are more like tucked in.
Right. Waverly's just gonna reach over and like grasp his hands, kind of reassuring in a sense, and just under her breath says to him like, if you don't want to talk about it, that's okay.
Your dad looks at you, Waverly. Looks toward Dixon, who's looking at you.
Just do whatever you're comfortable with.
With all due respect, sir, that's partially something I'd rather not have brought up.
Dad kind of crosses his arms. Kind of looks at Dixon. So, what about, what about hobbies? You like anything in particular? Well, I mean, in a lot of my time, I was a bit of a, I was always fascinated by old ruins, and I always wanted to go exploring. I guess you could say I was maybe a little adventurous. Very learned
thanks to the foster home, gave me an appreciation for the old ways of things. So I took it upon myself to venture off into some of the smaller ruins dotted around the desert, and kind of developed a unique skill set along the way. Got kind of really good at quickly solving puzzles and sneaking around to not, set off ancient traps or anything like that. It sounds kind of dangerous, don't you think? Well, I mean, yeah. But the O.R.C kind of took notice, and they offered some bigger jobs and things like that. So kind of just pursued that for my rest of the time. And that's when I met Waverly. Dixon gives you a soft smile.
We're really nodding, also with a smile.
Well, it definitely took us a while to get used to each other when we were put in a group. Especially with the name we called ourselves. But I can't say I don't necessarily have my regrets about certain things. A couple of years ago, there was an incident that I feel like is still partially my fault. Though Waverly assures me it's not. And we saw what was truly behind it, but I feel quite bad about everything that happened and the injuries that everybody took. He looks toward Waverly, looks toward your dad, Waverly, and kind of motions his eyes toward you, Waverly. Like, he's like quickly side-eyeing your dad and then back to you.
Yeah, Waverly subconsciously has a hand on her leg.
And, what happened to you that made you feel so guilty about it? When we didn't succeed in what the O.R.C wanted, which was run by Enzo at the time, they kicked us out for failing. Felt like if we were more careful, it wouldn't have cost everybody the chance to work with the O.R.C, but if I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to see any of them get hurt again. I'd say that I didn't take my fair share of injuries.
Dixon will move his one hand. Keep his other hand in where you're holding, like, his hand. He'll keep that there, and he'll kind of lift up the side of his shirt where he's got the burn.
We all got pretty messed up. I see indeed.
How is Dad reacting to all this out of curiosity?
He's intently listening to everything that's being said.
Okay.
Personally, I think maybe you should have taken something up that's less dangerous, like fishing. It's not. Can't say that I've ever fished, so. Takes patience.
Clearly trying to hold back a laugh.
But I can see that you have a lot on your plate, young man. And a lot of things that seem to be constantly darting through your mind. Is that obvious? When you've been around as long as I have, you tend to pick up on some things. I will say, the gentleman, the old boss, Flint, I believe his name was, did tell us a little bit about you, Waverly, and everything that occurred with you. Who you were with.
Right.
And to see that you, Dixon, were involved with it and yet decided to still stick around. To see things through. To fix things. Takes a real strong heart to want to work at stuff like that. Fix your mistakes. And you never really stopped working at it.
Your dad will lean on the table, putting his big, beefy elbows on it. Kind of leans forward and has his, like, kind of strokes his beard with his one hand before crossing both of his hands, like, just below his nose, kind of covering his mustache. He looks toward you, Waverly.
Mm-hmm.
Waverly.
Yes.
Your dad just kind of nods. Takes his elbows off the look, glances at Dixon. Glances back toward you.
Gasp. The nod of approval.
push out his chair. Alright. And stand up. Dixon will kind of look up toward him. I understand if you don't want to say everything right now. But I have a lot of respect for someone who wants to own up to their own mistakes. Waverly. Waverly.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you two go have a talk?
Yeah, we'll just walk off. Grab his fishing rod. Walk back up to the dock.
Waverly just looks at Dixon.
So
Are you alright?
is that a good thing, a bad thing, or
I mean, he nodded, so I think that's good. Nods always mean good things, famously.
well, there are times when someone nods and it's like it's a kill order kind of thing, but
Well, we don't worry about
no.
those.
Actually, if you
I think it's okay.
all right, if you wouldn't mind, can we just follow me, please?
Okay?
Dixon will stand up. He'll grab your hand. And he'll lead you
Mhm.
to...
Oh.
So... Oh god, where's your token? Oh god, you're over here. Oh god, she's way down here. Oh god. Why can't I select your token?
Oh, God, it's the old one.
Yeah, it's the old one. I can't select it for
Huh?
whatever reason.
Hello? You made the text box too big.
Why is it? It shouldn't be that big. It's locked. Here, I'll move it. Go. There we go. That text box is
Okay.
very big. I wonder if it's. Oh, it's because why is there an enter there? That makes sense.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. There we go. So yeah, you're there. You actually follow Dixon,
We're going on a magical adventure.
and you continue to walk, and walk, and walk.
Oh.
And you walk up here. And you know about this gate. You can even see it on the other side of this gate. There are buildings and houses and things stacked kind of on top of one another, back to back kind of thing. And on this note as well, excuse me, as you and Dixon kind of approach, you realize that you are walking into the more impoverished area of Port Pelos.
Yeah.
Walking into the slums. And you get led to a spot pretty tightly inside the slums, right about there. And, do you want to place your token at the entrance to this for me?
Oh.
That would be great.
At the where? Like
Yep.
here?
Yep.
Okay.
Snapping's on, sorry. Not supposed to be. Dixon's there. I had
Oh,
his
the
token.
music.
So you walk into this old square building. Roof cracked, breaking, made of wood. The whole building made of wood. Can smell some of it kind of rotting. Dixon wordlessly just kind of pushes on the door. He walks inside.
Oh. Wait, are they just kind of taking it in for a second? Like trying to figure out what this is and before following in.
Dixon just kind of stands in this room. He doesn't really go too much further in. There's a lot of bad memories here. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Is this your house?
Dixon shifts his hands and arms. You can see he starts rubbing his right arm. I get a headache even just thinking about this place. It's terrible. I promised myself I'd probably never come back here.
Waverly moves to his side and kind of wraps her arm around his shoulders. Just kind of holds him.
You... Well, I already told part of it. Back when... You know, we first met Enzo in the O.R.C.
Yeah.
About, you know, my father and how he was a gambler. That's why I never really had a lot growing up. But my mother,
say she could be a bit cruel. They were very negligent of me. Didn't even have a place to rest my head most nights here. Just sleeping on the floor.
I'm so sorry.
I just couldn't tell your dad that. I don't know what he would have thought if I did.
You don't have to feel bad about that.
I never wanted to be like them. I never wanted to be like them, and I never want to be like them now. I look at this place now, and sometimes I just wish I could burn it.
Just glancing around, how long does it look like this place has been abandoned?
It's decrepit. Like, it is decrepit. Boards are peeling off. The house is made of wood. You can smell rotting. There are spider webs everywhere.
Mm-mm.
Barrels broken. The table that you see in the far corner of the room shattered into like 15 different pieces.
Oh God.
The ladder leading up to the attic, which is here. Which is this ladder.
Mm-hmm.
You can see on the wall next to it. There's little scratch marks in the wall. Almost looks like a tally.
Oh my God.
See, Dixon's kind of like,
I
his breathing's starting to get a little heavier.
Waverly will once again, Stim grab his hand and squeeze.
Yeah, I mean, he like just instinctively, like, as you grab his hand, he like squeezes it.
Listen. You're nothing like them. Not in the slightest.
I know. I know. But it's the fact that I had to deal with this. I feel like got me into trouble later down the line. It's like I could have never let it go. I want to forget about it all. I just want to move forward with things. Like your dad said. Doing my best to fix it.
DM is crying. Fuck. Oh,
But did you die?
DM is crying. DM is crying. Oh my god.
This is heavy.
But did you die?
We're about to. We're about to.
Oh
fine.
my god. This is awful.
It's fine. It's fine. Good.
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's not fine though. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Well, I hope you know that you have people who will always look out for you now. Even through the fucking worst.
See Dixon kind of wiping his eyes with his free hand.
Let's just go. I just thought it was important to show you this.
Yeah. Waverly just nods.
Do you have anywhere you want to go?
Not particularly. I should probably check up with the Starfarers. I could just message Russell. It's fine. Anywhere you wanna go?
That I can really think of. Not right now, at least.
Where's Unique and PJ? Do you know?
Last I saw, they were in the recess.
Maybe we can swing by, say hi to them.
Actually, can we just go for a walk?
Sure.
Dixon will like take a step, start to walk out. He turns back towards you. You know I love you, right?
I know. And I love you too.
Dixon will hold out his hand. And I'm assuming you grab it.
Yes.
And you guys walk out to the city of Port Pelos, and you just start walking. You lose track of time. Just enjoying the day. Before you know it, the evening comes around. Do you want to go anywhere?
I can't remember. Fuck. Did Russell send Waverly a message today?
Yes, you would have gotten that.
Okay, remind me what he sent.
Right. Well, he sent it to me in DMs and not in the chat, so...
Oh, that's right.
It was, sorry for the late reply, working on it now. This was to your first message. Private talk between her referring to Mizore and Sickle right now. Did accidentally say Waverly without thinking, shrugging motion. This probably would have happened in the time frame you were kind of like with your dad before Dixon, potentially, or like just after.
Okay. Alright, well, on this little walk, Waverly will, just, quietly send a message back.
Mm-hmm.
That, oh god. Like, out of character, do you think y'all need the cube in the next day or something?
Question for the table?
Polling the group. Get off of mute, you cowards!
No.
What is it that we'll need again?
The
I miss
cube.
the word. The cube.
The teleportation cube.
The teleportation cube.
You've
prob-
never
we prob-
really...
probably-
You've only experienced it once, Hatter, so far.
Okay.
The
We
teleportation cube.
still have a couple uses of it, right?
No, it recharges. Waverly's got it.
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
recharges.
Oh, okay,
It recharges
okay.
every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that Waverly has it, so
Waverly
she's the only
currently
one
has it,
who
yeah.
can use right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll need it. If we need to go
Okay.
to Vestat, Cormac's gonna grab us anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we've got routes
Yeah.
to get there, so.
Yeah,
You do.
we got connections.
Okay. Waverly will just in the time they're walking around, just quietly message to Russell, like, can't believe it took you so long to respond to this. I'm just glad the message got delivered cleanly. Hope you guys are doing good. And that should be it.
Obviously, the sending stones don't get their use until the next day. But
Right.
as the evening approaches,
Mm-hmm.
for you, Waverly, and Dixon, anywhere you want to go? Because I'm gonna jump back to the other group after.
Yeah. No, nowhere in particular. She's just, enjoying the day, losing track of time with her favoriteest person in the whole world.
So where do you go? Is what I'm asking.
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Can we just like do laps around the city?
I mean, you could, but eventually it's gonna be night. Like, so.
Right. Okay. Eventually, go to Obsidian Recess.
What?
Yeah.
Conveniently, I have it prepped.
Ah.
They're upstairs.
Wowie. Yeah, I'm just gonna put him on the stairs.
Yeah, that's fine. Boop. Yeah, Dixon there.
Boop-a-doo-doo-doo.
You see Unique, she's more toward the evening. She's had a few drinks. PJ kind of sits across the table with a little tea. About time you guys showed up. I was getting kind of bored. But hey, at least Mizore messaged me.
Oh, did she? What'd she say?
That we should totally hang out.
Wait, I really just kind of elbows Dixon as she just laughs at that.
So, what have you two lovebirds been up to today?
Oh, shut
Oh,
up.
shut up. You guys say that in like unison.
Yep.
Oh, Unique, you are such a little shit sometimes. You are worse sometimes, I feel like, than Renata. Hey!
Oh, damn, they fucking got you.
And Renata's younger than you, so that's saying something.
Excuse me, Dixon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go on.
PJ? I think you shut her up. That has never happened.
Oh my god. it's
Unique, like, sulks in
fucking
her chair,
miracle.
like...
Anyway, you don't have the right to call us lovebirds now that you've got your eyes on someone.
Hey. It's not official. Just saying.
Well, hey, maybe next time I go back, I bring Mizore with me. How about that?
Well,
Just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes, Unique.
I'm gonna think about it.
No, not him and Nurhan about it. You just gotta do it. You've already told her you want to hang out.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Did you tell Waverly about it, Dixon?
About
That you, like, really like them?
Dixon looks over at Waverly, smiles, pulls you a little closer, he wraps his arm around you, kind of gives you a hug. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, I don't know when you did it.
The point is, I still did it. Though, if I recall correctly, Waverly, your friends eavesdropped on that conversation.
Yeah, they did. They certainly did.
And I'm almost positive one of them was the person you're interested in, Unique. Maybe that's something you have in common.
Mm-hmm.
I do not eavesdrop. PJ just gives Unique, like, the... Really, bitch?
Bombastic side
No,
eye.
just, it's more of the really, bitch look. Look, I
Like,
only
are you
eavesdrop if
kidding
it's... Okay, I'll admit it, I only eavesdrop if it's interesting, okay?
If it's interesting. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright.
But you just admitted to eavesdropping.
Just shut up and have a drink.
Actually, I'm gonna pass on that. At least for today.
What?
Really?
I have my reasons.
Alright then. I'm gonna have a drink though.
You're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
So the
Oh,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I forgot to tell you guys, and you, Dixon, my dad caught a fish in the Gulf.
He what?
Like an actual fish.
What?
Yeah. We couldn't believe it either, but things are really starting to clean up out there.
Still a lot more to do, though. How long
Yeah,
you gonna be
but-
sticking around, PJ? I should probably be heading back home soon. Don't want to make my family too worried. But, considering the O.R.C. has you to deal with, we should be able to clean up things fine. God, you guys are throwing so much shade at me today. For what? What'd I do to you?
That's a good point. I don't know, exist? but okay, that might have been too far. You know we love you, Unique.
Yeah. God. Honestly, I should just stop insulting you guys, then you would never insult me. No, well.
Yeah, it's not fun when you get thrown back.
Whatever. And so, for you guys, night's kind of spent together with the Misfits. As we head back one final time for tonight to the Lumen household. say you're all gathering around the table. You all have your things to talk about. Everything happening. Mr. Zephyr, hi. I heard that.
Zephyr.
Oh, there he's meowing. Perfect timing, too. He knows. Hey, buddy. But as you guys are all gathering around the table, kind of talking, having a moment, relaxing.
Yum, yum.
The night comes to a kind of a... The evening, I should say, comes to a close. For you guys. But, as it does, Sickle.
Oh.
Coming through the kitchen door
Oh.
is Cormac.
Yay!
Hey, Papa.
Good evening. How are things on your end?
Things. The good. Really good.
It's good to hear. It has been a day and a half and more.
We'll see.
It's been quite eventful, I would say the least. But everything is pretty much accounted for after today. Which means one thing. You know why I'm here.
We gotta head back.
No. Tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening.
All right.
Give yourselves one more day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Claus? Thank you. Hi, buddy. He jumps right on my lap. How's your eye looking? Oh, yeah.
Just, make sure you get good rest tonight. Tomorrow evening, head to the start, and the next day, it'll be a time for a meeting. There's a lot to talk about.
That time, I see.
It is. And more still more things to do.
All right.
So, with that being said, I will be taking everybody, including including Cyrax. Me? Yes. Due to your efforts here in Klonsky, you are also being invited to this meeting. Probably what you did with Claire. Claire might have already told her. Oh, with the whole... Right. Got it. It's been a while since I've been to the start. Yes, so... both of you, as he looks at Sickle and Cyrax, should be on your best behaviors. I would imagine, though, that wouldn't be an issue.
Sickle looks genuinely offended.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
I was about to say.
I'm kidding. I know you've already met her. I know you've already met the Empress. God, can't your father make a joke every once in a while?
Jokes don't often come out of your mouth, Papa.
I second that. Your dad says, Sickle. Maybe I'll work on it then. Regardless, enjoy your night. Enjoy the rest of the day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go from there.
All right.
And on that note, we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oy vey.
Hi, Vay.
What
What the freak, man?
a quick. What
That
a
was a
quick, dude.
What
I
the
was not expecting the
frickity
amount of tears that we
frack?
shed. Holy-
Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
don't worry. I had my moment too.